CD&SAM podcast, episode 43 here. We're back fairly recently since our last one with a special guest star, the big Brock, the Ginge McMinn. Um, Great having him on, but we're back now. It's just the two of us going through some more NFL predictions. We're going to do week one, as well as we kind of just want to share information about our fantasy teams because I don't think we've talked about it. And maybe get into some hoops grid, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I told Brock he'd probably be on again in the future. It was
We'd
fun
love
having
to
him
see
on.
him. I think
But
Brock fits the gimmick very well.
yeah, I was impressed with his football knowledge.
Brock knows, Ginge knows ball, as
Yeah,
they
when
say.
he pulled out Frankie Louvu, I was like,
Yeah.
damn. All
hmm
right.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
He's just
mirror
like
the screen again. Yeah,
okay.
but that's a voice crack.
It's okay. 1-0.
Yeah, get out of here.
Um. Yeah. Brock's a good. Ah, there it goes. Yeah. The camera was nice to me last time we were saying, but it's not cooperating so far today. So bear with me.
No,
All right. So I
no.
can see your screen now. In the
All right.
meantime, while Connor sets it up, it's. Oh wait. You good? You got it.
Yeah. Just waiting
Okay.
for this thing to move.
All right. Well, in the meantime, it's time for
Oh.
Sam's soccer segment. Over the weekend,
All
great
right,
weekend in the
finally.
Premier League. Oh man,
All
what
right,
the,
sorry to cut your
it's gonna
little
be.
thing short.
I'm gonna resume it.
All right, so I'm gonna draw on it again because I am very,
Okay.
like I said, technologically in tune. So yes,
Yes,
so
obviously,
the
you were so good at drawing last time.
S. Look at that. That is
Good job.
that is readable.
Bang. All
Okay,
right. So we want to give some like score predictions here.
yeah, we can go score predictions.
All right. This is big Thursday night game. I'm sure everybody's going to be tuned in. Kickoff of the NFL season should be a fun game. Lions are coming into the season with expectations for the first time in what probably our lives.
Yeah,
Um, and obviously the Chiefs, defending champs, they'll be favorites once again in the AFC. So who you got here? Game is at Kansas City.
yeah, I'm not really buying into the Lions stock. So on that note, give me KC, the defending champs.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I said last time I think the Lions will go 13-4. I think they have a great season,
Wait, you said
but
13-4?
yeah, I did. I think they have a fairly weak schedule, and I have them coming up with some big road wins. But I think this is going to be kind of similar. I don't know if you remember, it was the kickoff of the 2021 season, or 2022, I guess. Or no, 2020. When the Chiefs hosted the Texans during like the COVID year, and they just kind of stomped them like 40-20 or something like that. And
The
I think
Chiefs
it'll be
stopped the
similar.
Texans.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
this will be similar. I'll take the Chiefs 35-17.
Yeah. Woo.
There you
Um,
go.
I don't think it'll be a blowout, but I definitely think the Chiefs will win.
I don't think it'll be a like total blowout. I think they'll just be like winning comfortably throughout and they'll pull away late.
Yeah. All
Should
right.
be
Yeah. No, I definitely think it'll be a good game. Uh, okay. All right. Now we got Carolina and the Falcons, two teams in the NFC South facing off. I feel like our division matchups early in the year common.
I think that I think that every matchup in the opening week is like except for like two maybe are like within conference. So I think it's just a higher likelihood that you're against your division.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's like the Chiefs and the Lions are not like interconference, and then there's like maybe one other one, but it's pretty much all NFC versus NFC and AFC versus AFC.
I guess I thought it was kind of similar to college, how teams never like start off
I think it
in
used to be
conference.
more like that because the Saints would be playing some really random openers. Like we played the Texans that one year.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
that. I remember a
that was,
couple years back we played the Bucks 2018.
yeah,
But
that was a terrible. We
oh,
talked about that game last week.
we had the
Last
Vikings week 1 2017.
did we? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we did. We did. We got killed,
that
and then we
was
got
the
killed by the
most
Pats
boring
in week
game
two.
ever. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, yeah. So week 2, this will be a tough one, or not week 2, week 1, game 2. But I'll take the Falcons just for the fact that Bryce Young is young.
yeah, no, that's true. I don't really have a lot of belief in Bryce Young. I think I think he's too small. I don't
Do you think
know.
he'll be
He's
good?
got no, I don't. I don't think he's got the size for it, and I don't know. He's like smaller than Drew Brees, and Drew Brees is always the comparison people give, like
I feel like Drew
short
Brees is
quarterback.
so much better, like or bigger than
Yeah,
Bryce Young. Like I
yeah,
don't.
because he is. And Bryce Young is tiny. Like he's about an inch taller, and I don't know. He probably weighs like 20 more pounds than me, and
Bryce
I'm
Young is
like
170.
he's 170. Okay, so he's an inch taller and he weighs 30 more pounds than me.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
yeah, I think probably a defensive game. This is a game the Falcons are going to need to win if they're going to compete for the division. So I'll take the Falcons. Let's say 20-10.
I don't like the Falcons though.
Well, none
So
of us do, Connor.
like it's weird, but I don't like dislike the Falcons as much as like many other people do. Like I don't
I
like the
dislike the
Rams.
Bucks more than the Falcons,
Really?
just because I don't know. There haven't like been like obviously I don't like the Falcons, but there haven't been like any huge rivalries between us like in our lives,
Yeah.
like big games. There's no like Mike Evans like off the bench brawls or stuff like that between the
Yeah.
two. So.
Uh, Next we got the Bengals Browns.
Mhm.
Uh, this game could be in question because is Joe Burrow definitely playing?
I think so. I think we would know by now, right? We
I
would see
think the
something
Browns
like
will
that.
be decent. I think I'll have them going like 9-8.
Yeah, I think I have them 8 and 9. They're pretty mediocre.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take Cincy.
I think I called an upset in this game. I think the Browns win it at home. The Bengals they lost their opener last year at Pittsburgh. I think they do the same thing here in
So you
Cleveland.
got you got Cleveland.
So I have Cleveland. Yeah,
Wait, the Bengals lost the season opener?
yeah. Last year, because McPherson missed like 2 game-winning kicks. He missed a game-winning PAT and then a
I
game-winning
remember
field goal in
that.
overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were people giving him grief about that?
I mean, yes, but he's also just generally a highly regarded kicker. So I mean,
Hey
it's
man,
okay.
Will Lutz was too, and yet here we
That's
are.
true. Yeah, kicker's a hard position. There's a lot of pressure on
Yeah.
it. But
All right, Colts.
segueing
Yeah.
to team that I picked to win the AFC against the team that might be the worst in the AFC, but it's only a 5 point line. I think that's interesting.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, obviously, I have the Jaguars winning pretty big. I'll
I
take
have
like
the Jags stomping them.
yeah, I will take like let's say 34 to 34-13 Jacksonville.
Yeah. I think it'll be tough for Anthony Richardson to get anything going.
Yeah,
All right,
I think he's
I'm
going
just
to
done
come
with it
in really
already.
underdeveloped, and yeah, it's okay because you have to erase it every time.
Yeah.
So.
All right,
Bucks Vikings
yeah.
at Minnesota. I think this should be a fairly easy one for the Vikes. Like I said, I have the Bucks at 1-16, so I'll take Minnesota. Let's go closer than expected, 27-21.
Yeah, I think the
I got
Bucks
it
could
right
run
right
up.
on the line. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do. I think the Bucks could run up the score a little bit because the Vikings defense is atrocious.
Hmm.
But yeah, I still have the Vikings winning. I'll go 35-27.
Yeah.
Now we have week one. Who Dat Nation takes on
Yep.
the Titans. Who you got?
Yep. I'm excited for this. I'm excited. I'm gonna be there. It's
Me
gonna be a
too.
good time. Uh, we could try and meet. I sit up. I sit all the way up top. I think on the same side. I could try and find you.
Oh no, I didn't say me too to the game. I
Oh, I
meant
thought you said. Oh,
me
okay.
too excited.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for the lack of clarity. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
continue.
It's okay. It's okay. Um, I think we both have the Saints winning this one.
Yeah.
Dome should be very fired up. People here are really excited about the season. I'm going to take the Saints. Let's go 26-20. I think it'd be a good game.
26. Um, I'll go 24-18. I feel like they'll get a weird 18 in there.
We both have weird scores here for this game.
Yeah.
You've got an 18. I've got a 26. You heard it here first.
Um,
Look at the prices for this next game.
205.
205 in the door. I mean, I guess
That
the Niners do have like the best traveling fan base in football, to be fair,
yeah.
but
The Saints
that
have a
still
pretty
seems a
good
lot.
traveling fan base, but the Niners is crazy.
We do. It just depends on where we're playing. Like when we go to Atlanta, it's pretty much a home game. It's probably like 60-40 Saints fans, but
You think?
I don't know. I at least like maybe by the end of the game, that could just be because we always beat them in Atlanta, and I start hearing the Who Dat chant.
That's
But
true.
that's what it always feels like.
Have you ever been to an away Saints game?
I have not. I don't really
Neither
have
have
a
I.
lot of desire to do that. There's
I
like
do, but I've never been.
I don't know. There's not a lot of places I'd want to go, like football stadiums, especially because there's just a lot of football fan bases that are just mean. Like, I wouldn't want to go be an away fan at like at an Eagles game
Yeah,
or like a Bears game or
I like to
anywhere
go to
up
a
there.
Seahawks
Patriots.
game, Saints Seahawks
I
game.
feel like I feel like Seahawks fan would also be mean. I don't know. It'd have to be like it'd have to be like either a really irrelevant team or somewhere in the Midwest. They'd be nice to me.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. All right, yeah. So now we can go over to the Niners versus Steelers, two of the most storied franchises, but I'll have the Niners winning. I once again am not buying into Steelers stock. I don't know how people are. I mean, yeah, Tomlin has that crazy stretch of winning seasons, but I like the Niners.
It doesn't matter who you put out there. Tomlin's going to find a way to get 9 wins this
Not
season, and
this
so
year.
it that's what everybody said last year. And he took a rookie Kenny Pickett and won 9 games. So I'm taking. I think the Niners get off to a bit of a slow start this year, so I'll take the
You've been
Steelers
saying
at
that
home.
about the Chiefs. Because I think after this, the Chiefs go to Jacksonville.
Uh,
Like after they got the Lions. Um,
uh,
Now we have probably the most boring game of the
this is
week.
so irrelevant. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I've never seen two like more like 6-11 teams in my life.
yeah. On that note, I got the Commanders winning that game.
Yeah, I'll just take the home team. Why not?
Another kind of
Baltimore, ten
stinker.
point favorites. If Baltimore can stay healthy this year, they should really compete for the AFC. So I'll obviously take them at home, probably by a couple touchdowns.
And if they lose this game, they should be erased from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
NFL.
some serious
Next, we got the
questions there.
Bears and Packers.
This will be a good game.
Yeah, I'm really high on the Bears this year. So on that note, give me the Bears.
I'm not as high on the Bears, but I think they get off to a good start. I think I have them like starting the season 3-2 or something. So
Uh,
I'll take the Bears as well. And Jordan Love's first game is like the real starter. I mean, I know he started before, but he was the backup. Now he's preparing as an actual starter. But I got the Bears in probably a low scoring game.
yeah, I mean, I know the Bears have a terrible defense, but I think it'll be enough to kind of,
Packers Bears just can't be a shootout. It's just not the way it works.
yeah. Uh, Unless Aaron Rodgers was still there, then he'd blow him
Yeah.
out. But all right, now we go over to the West Coast, and we got the Broncos and Raiders. Where are you going?
Un momento. Sorry, the camera's being really bad today. I am pretty high on the Broncos this year. I have them finishing with a winning record. So I think Sean Payton, despite his lackluster record in opening games, pulls it out against the Raiders. I'm really not high on the Raiders this season, so I'll take the Broncos at home.
Yeah, me too. I think the Raiders got worse. I
Yeah,
don't know why
I
they would sign Garoppolo.
the Jimmy G signing is really confusing. To me, that's like a move you would make if you needed like just a stable quarterback so you could win 10 games. But they're just not in that spot.
I know I've said this before, but they're like the Wizards, the Washington Wizards.
Currently, yeah, and I mean they haven't won a playoff game since the early 2000s. I don't think so.
Really, it's been that long?
Yeah, because I mean they made the playoffs against the Bengals a few years ago and lost. They got killed by the Texans when they had a third string quarterback in like 2015 or that's 2016 probably. Um, and that's about it pretty much. They've been a really unsuccessful franchise under what's his name? Al something. Their
It's
owner
to
is
do with
just
the weird
terrible.
haircut.
The dude with the really weird haircut, yeah.
Why do I want to
His
say his
dad was a
first
great
name's
owner, but
Mike?
wait, I don't know. Maybe his dad was out. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
It's
digress.
irrelevant. Uh, Eagles Patriots. This is going to be a tough one for the Eagles, I feel like, but I think the Eagles will win. I don't think the Patriots are going to be that good. However, I do think they could pick up some wins at home, like against the Saints later on. But
Yeah, Foxborough is a really hard place to play, and I think the Patriots could certainly scrap their way to 7 or 8 wins this year. But I don't think this will be one of them. Despite that the Super Bowl hangover is real, I think the Eagles will be really good this year.
uh, another $210.
Yeah, oh wow. Duke is up 6-0 in the second quarter against Clemson.
I saw they were up 3-0.
Yeah.
Now we got a pretty good game here. Dolphins versus Chargers. Two same draft class quarterbacks going at it.
I feel like two teams in a very similar spot. You just don't know what you're going to see from them this year. They both shown flashes of being like elite teams in the AFC, but obviously the Dolphins collapsed at the end of last season, and then the Chargers, just the way they managed games down the stretch, is really poor. So, we don't really know what we're going to see from either of these teams this year.
Yeah, I think Justin Herbert will be really good. They got a real good offense. I like the scheme they run.
Mhm.
But I'm still gonna go the Dolphins just because I'm wearing a Dolphins shirt right now.
I like the Dolphins this year too. It really all just depends on Tua, and I think he'll be maybe not like top 10, but kind of right outside. I think he'll be an above average quarterback, so
Yeah,
I'll take the Dolphins.
yeah. I think he'll be. It depends. Like if he stays healthy, he'll be really good because he's got those weapons at
Hmm.
receiver. I know he
Yeah,
lost Gesicki, the tight end, but I think they drafted one. I'm not 100%
yeah.
sure.
Um, but obviously, yeah, like you said, those receiver weapons are really good, and the defense should be really strong again.
Yeah. Next we go back to the West Coast, to the Pacific Northwest this time. Uh, the Rams travel to Seattle. Um, I'm high on the Rams. I'm kind of blindly high on the Rams because I know they have no defenders aside from Aaron Donald, but I'll have the Seahawks in this one.
I'm high-ish on the Rams, and that I think they'll win like 7 or 8 games, but
So
I'm
you
really
think
low
they'll
on.
really be that bad?
I mean Stafford's still the quarterback, and he's a borderline top 10, so he could definitely get him some wins, but the
Right.
rest of the roster just isn't there for him. Uh,
And
so I'll
especially
take
if Cup is hurt for week one.
yeah. With that being said, I'm really low on the Seahawks, and I think the Rams will win this one.
You're really, I guess you did say that.
I don't like the Seahawks this year. I think last season was really fluky. I know that their defense is going to get better, but I don't think the offense is going to. I don't think Geno Smith can replicate it.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Jamal Adams though. I hope he comes back.
Me too. Me too.
Next we got the Cowboys and
This is a very
Giants.
good Sunday night game.
It is hats off to the schedule makers.
Mm.
I'll go New York football. I
Yeah, I
think
mean,
I've
you
seen
can
some
go.
clips about Dak Prescott or some clips from the Cowboys spring train or what's it training camp. He like threw a ball to Deuce Vaughn in double coverage. Mind you, Deuce Vaughn is this tall, so it got picked off inevitably. So I'm not really too high on Dak this year, so I'll go the Giants.
As I'm fixing my camera, I'm gonna try and to stay here. Um, the Giants were my team last year. I have to roll with them here in week one. They got a lot to prove this season.
Hats off to you for that,
Um,
Sam.
yeah, I got to stick with my team. They were pretty much my second team in the NFC last year, so I'll go Giants week one.
Yeah, I like it. I also like Daniel Jones. He should be playing free now that he got a new contract. Um,
Mm.
Now we go to Monday Night Football on a very bad day in American history. Uh, the Bills take on the Jets in the Meadowlands. Isn't that what it's called? The Meadowlands?
It used to be called the Meadowlands. Now it's just MetLife Stadium.
Damn it. Uh,
Or it's a
anyway,
different stadium, but like I mean, it's what they played.
ooh,
This is a really good opening Monday Night Football game. A lot of intrigue, obviously Aaron Rodgers' debut. And can I just say the script writers putting Aaron Rodgers' Jets debut for the New York Jets on 9/11 is just criminal. Um, but I think the Bills probably end up winning in New Jersey because that's where they
uh,
play. It's not the New York Jets, not the New York Giants. They play in New Jersey.
yeah, I guess you're right.
I've always respected the New Jersey Devils because they're the only team that's brave enough to admit that they play in New Jersey.
They do
Um,
play in New Jersey?
yeah, well, they're called the New Jersey Devils.
Why
Uh,
no? Okay, my bad. Oh, that was a brain dead moment.
Brain cracks. Okay, it's
Um,
okay. I got the Bills winning though. Should be a good game.
I'll
Maybe
go
last second
Bills
field
too.
goal winner.
Yeah, I'll go Bills too. I'm not really too high on the Jets. Like, I'm not really buying into hype.
I
Uh,
think they sneak into the playoffs. That's my
uh,
call.
mm, I could see him getting 8 wins. But
Yeah, anywhere from 8 to 10, I think, is a fair estimate for this year. I think next year would be the season for them if Aaron Rodgers can keep up the level
yeah,
um, that we expect from him. 2 years from now. But we'll see.
Aaron Rodgers was my fantasy quarterback last year,
Uh,
and it did not work out too well. However, speaking of fantasy,
how you feeling about the squad this year, Connor?
ah, ah, it's okay. Um,
Mm.
it's okay. I made some moves that I felt I had to make as a good, smart human being, and that move was trading Amon-Ra St. Brown for AJ Brown and 4 free meals. Sam, would you do it?
I would personally make that deal.
I did. I did make the deal.
When you consider that we're not just talking about like school meals, we're talking about like going to a restaurant.
Yes, that is
I
what
mean,
we're
we're
talking
talking
about.
upwards of like a $50 to $100 package there.
I'm
So
not
I
gonna
think,
throw names out there, but you know who you are. Uh,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah, no, that's a crazy deal. I mean, I don't
And
know.
he didn't
I
even
think
keep him on Raw. He traded him.
I don't know. I think Amon Ra is gonna be really good this year. I would have
Me
kept
too.
him.
But I think AJ
Um,
Brown will be pretty good too. So
yeah, that's just I gotta say that's a steal. That's a
it,
steal.
I think it's a
I like that
please.
deal. 4 free meals. I'd make sure like where you're going to eat, make sure you're dining in. Like none of this fast food crap, unless it's like Chick-fil-A. But
Yeah.
you
Oh
gotta
no,
make
I'm
sure
making
that
myself comfortable at the
yeah
restaurants.
you gotta make sure that you're getting accurate value for the deal that was made.
Yeah, I'm not getting water. I'm gonna get a root beer. Just run
Yeah,
up
get a
the tab.
large. Maybe order some
Exactly.
sides for the table.
Yeah, but I like my quarterback, Lamar Jackson. I think he'll obviously be a potential league winner. I like my hat or running backs. My wide receivers are a little bit of a question mark. I think Terry McLaurin will be okay. AJ Brown, I think, will be pretty good, but I traded probably the better receiver, but also for like $80. So I think
That's true.
Freiermuth will be all right, and then Pacheco, we'll see.
It's a solid squad up and down. My team, I can't lie, we're not looking good. Justin Herbert's at quarterback. I like that. I think he's underrated this year from a
Yeah, I think
fantasy
Herbert will be really
standpoint.
good.
Um, Jonathan Taylor got auto drafted by the boys.
Boo.
It's looking bad. We'll see if he's back by like week 5, but I pretty much the team's riding or dying with Jonathan Taylor, and right now they're dying. Um, the
So who
rest
are
of the
your running
team,
backs?
let me pull it up. I have one other good running back, and then I have like Samaje Perine, who's gonna have to take the rock for a little bit.
Hey, I got Piron. He'll be good. He'll be okay,
I
Sam.
think so. I mean, he should be playing, getting some tandem touches in that backfield.
I
I
want to
mean, I
know.
don't have anyone that's like nameable, if that makes sense. Like nobody on my team, I can't like make a name with them. Like I don't know. Normally, I go for like players that have had like legal troubles because you can make really funny names with them. But I don't have any this year because the auto draft. I was really trying to get Joe Mixon this year, and I was gonna be like Mixon's Menaces or something, but it just didn't work out. I have Dalvin Cook, so we'll see. It could be really good. It could be rough. Um, I have both of the Bengals receivers. I have Higgins and Chase. I have Hawkinson. I have Cam Akers, who I like this season. He should be good. Um, but yeah, pretty much I need Jonathan Taylor back or it's wraps. Last season, this league, I went 2-13. It was embarrassing. I got second to last because there was one dude who didn't set his lineup. But this year we need a rebound year. We got to compete for playoffs.
Yeah, I just can't get last. That's what I'm aiming for because I
Yeah.
really already won. I mean, thinking about it, it was a $10 entry. I really
Mm.
already won.
You
And
coming out on top to
I'm
yeah,
coming. Yes, exactly. All
either
right.
way.
Now to the hoops grid, my favorite part of
Mm.
the pod. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, let's start it off, Sam.
All right, we could definitely get Ish Smith for
Ish
Nuggets Hornet.
Smith. Why do I want to say like Al Harrington?
I don't think so. I definitely know Al Harrington played for the Hawks because I remember Paul Pierce hitting that shot over him. I think he played for the Nets maybe
Am I
too.
thinking about Al Jefferson? Maybe.
Yeah, but Jefferson didn't play for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know
know.
that Al Jefferson was like eighth in MVP one year.
I think I did see that somewhere.
Yeah,
That's weird.
but I think we could definitely get Ish Smith there.
You want to go Ish?
I think so. Even though I'm sure it's like the nerds have all put him, but yeah,
Oh, oh,
24%
that is
rough.
brutal.
Okay, Hall of Fame Nuggets. You want to go like Alex English?
I'll try English and then I'll try Matumbo.
Yeah.
Alex English. Oh God.
Although You could try Allen Iverson because it's just if they played for him at any point, right?
Oh God, yeah. Iverson. Oh my goodness.
Jeez. Okay. How many other Nuggets Hall of Famers are there?
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. Just like anybody that's ever played for the team. Um, DeAndre Jordan might be a Hall of Famer someday. You never know.
That would be insane.
But
That would
I
be
wouldn't wish it.
insane.
Hey, DeAndre Jordan was an All NBA first team. Never forget.
Oh my God, he was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else has like randomly played for the Nuggets? I don't think. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm moving
Uh,
on. 5+ assists per game. Definitely, we could get Alex English on that, but I feel like we can get deeper in our bag.
yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
do you think it's possible that Campazzo averaged 5 assists a game?
I think
Do
it's
you?
possible. No. Jamal
No.
Murray would
Damn.
obviously work.
Murray,
Jokic.
Jokic. Um,
Aaron Gordon. You think he
you want
got
to see about Ty Lawson? Ty Lawson definitely did it. He averaged like 15 and 8 for a few years.
Hey, that's a
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good
not
one.
bad. That's not
Not
bad.
bad. Uh,
All right, the Hornets is low key like a brutal team to do this for.
did Luka
Nicholas Batum.
Mbamute play for
Nick,
the Hornets?
I don't know.
I don't
That was
think.
the dude who played for the Rockets for a little bit, right?
Yeah, he was on the Sixers for a little bit.
Yeah. Nicholas Batum.
Batum.
Obviously, I feel like everybody's gonna get that though. But you can just put it in
Yeah.
because we can kind of breeze through this.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're doing that. Uh,
Hall of
Hall of Fame
Fame.
for the
Um,
Clippers.
Obviously the great Michael Olowokandi. Um,
That was a joke for people who don't
yes.
know who Michael Candy is.
Yes. Um, who the hell has played for the Clippers? This is such an irrelevant franchise. This is honestly probably the hardest one to get. Um,
Bob McAdoo didn't play for the Clippers, huh?
yeah, he did play for the Clippers, but yeah, I put Bob McAdoo. And I think, yeah,
This is terrible.
I know this is a bad grid, but it's okay. It's okay.
5 assists.
Assists, obviously Chris Paul.
Ooh, I'm gonna try
Um,
Luka Mbamute.
no, I don't think he was
Fuck.
like a playmaker. Um,
He wasn't, but 5 assists really ain't that much.
Lou Williams probably, or no, I don't know if Lou Williams was like a playmaker like that ever. He ever had a
Um,
season like that.
well, I don't
I
want to
bet
say.
Paul, I bet like Paul George probably averaged five
How about
assists. Pat Bev might have done it for a season.
uh
No,
no?
honestly, I might just try Paul George. I feel like he's probably done it.
All right,
Yeah,
that's terrible.
sometimes you have to put the obvious answer.
Yeah. Hornets Jazz.
This is rough. Um, Gordon Hayward.
Gordon
That's the
Hayward.
obvious one.
Let's
But
just
honestly, we're too far in at this point. Just put him.
yeah.
We're completing this grid though. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Hall of
30.
Fame Jazz Stockton.
Yeah, we just giving up at this point.
This is a very weird grid. Like I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I don't know. These franchises are very random.
Yeah, and then Jazz 5 assists.
I feel like Conley. I'm gonna say Mike Conley. I feel like there's no way Dante Exum
Dang
averaged
it.
5 assists a game. That guy probably got 5 minutes a game.
My God. Worst
Mike Conley.
immaculate grid of all time? You tell me.
Yep, pretty good. Pretty. Hey, we completed it though in a fairly short amount of time. There's seven
Yeah.
minutes left. I want to. I'm gonna continue my soccer rant though. So I was so rudely cut off.
I'm
Um.
sorry, Sam.
Yeah. 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 You see, you say that, Connor. All right. Last weekend, great weekend in the Premier League. So many goals. Tottenham won 5-2. Heung-min Son hat trick. Fell down. We conceded the early goal in the fourth minute, but Ange Ball was back. 5 goals after losing the Carabao Cup last week. 10 points in our first 4 matches. Feeling really good. The other match that was really good this weekend was Arsenal and United. United just doesn't look ready to really compete for the league in any way, and Arsenal does. Declan Rice, winner in the 96th minute.
Arsenal
Uh,
looks like they can compete.
Arsenal looks like they can compete for the league. That's who I picked to win at the start, and I think they're well into the competition. They need
Really?
Erling Haaland to get injured. It's the only way. But I think if things fall their way, Arsenal could win the league. Um, Other than that, what else happened? Burnley just looks terrible so far. The newly promoted teams, I think, might all go down, and Newcastle's off to a rough start. Three straight losses for them, and yeah, that'll do it for Sam's soccer segment.
Thank you, voice crack. For the
Yeah,
record, I'm a little run down. Uh, but
dude, I've
yeah,
had allergies for like 2.5 weeks. It's criminal.
that sucks. That
It
is
does.
unfortunate. That's such a sometimes it be
It's
like
getting
that.
better. Like I hate to like you don't appreciate when you can like breathe normally, and then when you have allergies,
It's like,
it's just like the worst thing ever.
well said.
I need to appreciate the air.
Yeah.
Anything
Also,
else?
LSU stunk it up.
Oh man. I think people need to worry about the results less and worry about the way we played more. Because ultimately, if we went 11 and I mean, it still all comes down to the Alabama game, probably.
Yeah.
The only difference is that now we can't lose the. I mean, we don't have to win out. We just have to win certain games. Like, we have to win the conference, obviously, and we can do that with two losses, but it's going to be really hard to do that without beating Alabama. Um,
I don't think we get in. I don't think we're gonna get in though.
Not at this point. The chances are very slim, but I think people are being a little bit too pessimistic though.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm one of those pessimists. So
I think we looked really good in the first half. It's just whatever adjustments Florida State put on in the second just killed us.
I want to
But
say we
that's
looked really good.
a
But
result of getting a coach. I mean, we made some mistakes, but I mean, it's a few plays here and there. If we convert on a few third downs, we could have, or fourth downs, we easily could have had 10 more points in the first half, and
yeah,
then
that's
we
what's
could have.
frustrating. But
Yeah, I mean, ultimately we probably left like 13 to 17 points on the board that we could have had. And it's a
yeah.
different game then, but you got to credit to Florida State. I think they're going to be really good. They look like they can compete for a spot in the CFP.
Yeah. Or they'll be back for the first time since Jameis. So if they
Yeah, I
win
think so.
out,
Quarterback looks really good.
yeah,
Um,
there
but
goes
yeah,
your
there goes the camera. All right, anything else you got?
no, other than this is the first time we're not uploading it the same day we're
Yeah, we're recording this
recording.
on Monday night, Labor Day night, and it will get uploaded Wednesday, right?
I should have it up Wednesday, yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
On
All
that
right,
note, outro.
until next time, Connor, cue the outro.
Seven
Sam and
CD,
CD,
CD and
CD
Sam.
and Sam.